oh, we'll let the clock do its thing for a second.
Right.
And then you can begin.
Yeah.
Have you just got one to go, or is more clocks?
No, there are plenty of clocks, but we only have that.
That's you,
much.
Okay, excellent. So yes, if you want to introduce
Right, I'm Jan McIntyre. I'm one of the volunteers in the Debenham Project. I don't have a history or background in caring. I was a librarian, but I've been a mum, I'm a grandma, and I looked after my elderly mother at the end of her days.
So, in regards to your work with the project, you were there from the start?
I came in more or less at the beginning to help with the teas and coffees on the club on the Wednesday afternoon, and since then I've also helped with transport. On occasion you can be asked very short notice, and sometimes you get a lot of notice, and also with helping people in an emergency in their house when somebody's got a medical appointment, the carer has to go out and the cared for person needs somebody to keep them company, and it is all about keeping people company then, listening to what they want to talk about and interacting and being a friend.
So, with the work of, about what the project is and how it's grown, from your perspective, what difference has it made, do you feel?
Difference.
Yourself as a person, as an individual and as a community?
Right, as an individual, from my point of view, I've made lots of lovely friends. I've made friends amongst the other volunteers in the project and friends of the people who come and use the facilities of the project. Some of these people don't remember who I am, but they know I'm a friendly face, and they smile and they feel comfortable. So although they don't have any memories of what's happened when I've met them, they obviously have a nice feeling, and the friendship is good. In the community, if people start taking care of other people or looking after other people or looking out for other people in a small way, this filters out and people start taking notice of what's happening in the community. And a lot of people, although they're nothing to do with the project, are there to help if there's a problem. If they see somebody who's carrying too many bags, they'll offer to help. If they see somebody who's been lost, people will try and help. I think it makes a more caring community and a friendlier community from the point of view of everybody within this community.
So although
Yes, I feel like that was a place to help community. And a lot of people feel and have felt that dementia is something to be frightened of, something to take a step back from. And the more you meet people, the more you talk about it, the more people join in and embrace rather than shy away from the problems that this brings to the people. And it just makes everybody more relaxed as well. I had a friend who was coming to stay, and she knew I was bringing an old lady back in the car who had dementia, and this friend was really very worried because she was expecting maybe anger. I mean, I know you can have anger, but at the end of it she said, "Oh, we had a nice conversation, didn't we? We really enjoyed ourselves." And we did, the three of us, and the 14-mile drive back from daycare. We were just three friends out for an afternoon in the car. The fact that the old lady thought that the sea was the other side of the hedge when it was many miles away is beside the point. You go with the flow and you just enjoy yourself, you relax, and it's all about friendship, companionship, and looking after. Yes,
connection between
yes,
people. And
yes,
something as simple but so powerful.
yes, and it doesn't cost. Friendship doesn't cost. Stopping and talking. You know that somebody lives alone. You stop and chat.
Do you think, as other communities, so if from your perspective that others should embrace this approach, it makes sense. Do you think that's true to say that,
I think
why
they'd be,
not, please?
I think they'd be very silly not to. I think it's all about living with people in community and looking after people, caring for people. And I know that the setting up has taken a lot of work, but small things, little acorns, big trees grow. And, if every community cared for the people in the community, then life would be a much better place to live in.
And in your role as a volunteer, as you mentioned, the benefits are almost as big for yourself as the people
Yes,
helping. And that's
exactly. On the Wednesday afternoon tea and coffee, you don't know who's the carer, you don't know who's being cared for. You just have a conversation. They're all people out for an afternoon, nice cup of tea, superb piece of cake. They all get a piece of cake to go take home with them, which means that they've got a memory. They've got something to look forward to when they go back sometimes to an empty house, if there are people, just the two of them. Once the cared for has passed away, the carers still come. They still come for their coffee and cake. And they also land up volunteering. So-and-so needs a lift. Oh, well, I can do that. Or, so-and-so needs a helping hand. So the whole thing goes full circle and round.
So and that's a really good theme to pick up on, is when somebody ceases in their care role because of the change in circumstances,
Yes.
they don't disappear from
No, and they need to be cared for as well, especially if it's a child who's been looking after an elderly mum who's maybe never married. They've lost their rock. They've lost the person who's meant everything to them in their life, and they need our help and support. But equally well, they have been good help and support, and the community can use that and build on that, and the person still feels valued as a carer and as a member of the community.
Yeah, and that's really important.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good
Yeah.
message, actually, because those people then may move into being volunteers themselves. And
Yes, it goes full circle, and then when one becomes elderly oneself, you never know. You may be the one who needs to be taken to the carers club, and to be cared for. We're all growing old, and we don't know when our time comes if we're going to need help.
It's very true. Do you think it seems like it's very small things do make the big difference, isn't it? They don't have to call, or they don't need to take much time necessarily.
No, you don't. I mean, it's just a tiny, even a smile and a nod, a hug. I mean, lots of people want a hug. It means an awful lot to people. It means you are there, you are a person, and we care about you.
That's really good. I don't think it's
Yes. I can ask you a question, but respond to it.
pretended
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
If you could think of the one biggest success of the Debenham Project for you personally, what would it be?
Put me on the spot with that one.
No pressure.
For me personally, I think I would focus on the friendship angle. The fact that you are, from me personally, I think I've gained more than I've put in, because I have received friendship, I have received companionship in a way, and I know I've been useful, but it is good to be wanted and needed and to be useful within a community as well. To have that role. When you retire, having worked, it is sometimes very difficult, and it is nice to have to do things sometimes, and you're having to do them because you want to do them, and the want is important. Nobody forces you to join in, but because you want to join in, you do join in, and you enjoy it.
What would be the big difference between, say, your involvement as a volunteer and then, say, someone being sent by another organisation to the town looking at the problem? Why is it better for you to do it than them?
People in the village know the village. They know the people. They've got some idea where you're coming from. If it is somebody who's coming in from outside, they don't know the background. Maybe they can't answer some of the questions the person is asking because they don't know the community. Also, if you're looking to somebody coming in from outside, it would have to be the same person every time, because it is a stranger who's coming in. Some of the people who use the project, you can bump into them, you can see them when you're out somewhere with somebody because they're there, so they're not only there at this one point. Somebody from outside is coming in, booked to come in, booked for time. And the other thing is that if it is a volunteer, quite often the volunteer is willing to stay longer because they're able to stay longer. They don't have to go somewhere else. They don't have to dash back to Ipswich because they've got to pick their children up from school or something like that, because everything is here.